Hello, everybody. This is Sarah Perry Psychic, and this is your Psychic Insights guidance for November the 22nd and onwards. Hope everybody is doing well. Thank you for tuning in again, and hello to all my regulars and new people on board. If you do like this vlog, do remember to share, like and subscribe, as it really helps the growth of my channel. If you want to know more about next year and gain some insight, then do check out my video for 2022. I will be doing individual astrology videos as well, but they will be coming kind of one at a time slowly. So look out for your sign, and also check out your moon signs and rising signs. Now, if you like a private reading, go to my website. Everything is in the description box below, and I'll just take a breath. If you want to do a Zoom online class as well, do comment in the box and I will send you details. Just sorting that out probably today now. Everything has been delayed. Oh, this lunar eclipse. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. It has been a ride of a lifetime. Now, I did mention that this was a preview of next year. Did you all journal and write down different things that have happened? Now, if they were not so positive, then maybe this is a sign to change things up. If they were very positive and things started happening, it may be that your wishes are being heard. Okay, so look at the last few days of what has happened, anything unexpected that happened, and keep your eyes open for at least the next couple of weeks, because this eclipse is the energy is still moving into the new moon. Now, what is coming this week? Well, I got a very, very strong message about putting a gear change into overriding the fear, then go back into reverse. Don't rest on your laurels, but take your time to make decisions. What does that mean? Well, I feel like this is going back over things. Don't rush, but don't do, take a rest, but don't stop, or just feel that's it, and give up. Okay, some of us do need to rest, so that's really important, but this is a time to look at your overall happiness and what is best for you. Grab this opportunity, guys. I know it is all over the place. The weather is reflecting the energy. Over here in Spain, it has been torrential rain. It's been a bit like being in the UK, actually. You don't know whether to bring a coat or not. It will pass and we'll be back to sunny skies, which is really good. But at the moment, it's very, when it comes down, it comes down. And this is what I feel with this, all of this week. If something is going to hit, it's going to hit big time, but it's a real wake up call. Okay, and for some of you, might actually feel like you've been pushed. And you get, sometimes you feel like someone's pushed you in the back, and that could be spirit actually physically coming through. If you're very aware, very open, and on in that high vibration, you're more likely to feel that. But do take note of your dreams, all the different occurrences that have happened, any repetitive patterns, and I mean unusual signs that keep repeating. Let go of focusing on the negatives if you can, of like, oh, here we go again. Oh, this is what happens. The eclipses bring all this stuff up. Look at it as a positive sign that you can change it. You can move on. You can overcome it. Everything is a challenge, or every dip is a challenge that we can overcome. This is a time to be confident and see what is influencing you, but be confident in being honest with yourself at your own influences, your own negativity, and realizing it fully, that you have seen it, you've acknowledged it, you've become aware. So that makes you more secure than ever, because when you've been through past experiences and they haven't been so great, then you have the knowledge, you can see things coming, you're prepared, you know how to deal with it. And if you didn't deal with it great the first time, you can deal with it better the next time. Okay, I'm being told that things will come in three times fold. It's a little bit like, if you put something out there, you can get it back three times fold at the moment. There's a particularly auspicious day on Thursday, and this is linked to Jupiter. Haven't looked at the astrology, okay? This is all I'm being told. It's to do with Jupiter winking. If there's any astrologers out there, do let me know if this is actually in, this is a real thing, or it's just me picking up on a spiritual thing. But I think this is like Jupiter saying, or the giver of gifts, this is like a bit of luck coming in, saying, see, told you it would work out. I did have something, holding on to, you weren't left out. You were going to get the treat, and it was going to be the biggest one of all, and it was going to surprise you. The gates are open, guys, to expand, to consider some bigger options, and this is going to be a good time up until at least February time. Saying a Tuesday in May, I don't know whether you can go back to that. Any Tuesdays in May will be a link for some of you. Also look at occurrences that happened in 1912, because there is something to do with government changes and shifts going on outside or behind the scenes, which is very similar, or a complete change in the world as it is today. I'm seeing 3 governments or 3 countries linking in who have made the same decisions, but someone's going back on their word. Someone's changing things up. I feel like any extreme changes are going to be short term because they won't work. All right. Now, I know all this stuff that's going on with vaccinations and everything, and not being able to cross over the line and all this if you haven't been vaccinated, and it feels very kind of suppressive. And I feel like this is kind of a last ditch to get people obviously to do what they want, which is kind of not really was the point. And I feel things have got out of hand on both sides, people that don't want to and people that do. So it's important now to kind of just trust, decide what's most important. If something is shut off to you, remember that there is always a choice around that. There's always a choice to make, okay? You can change your mind if it suits you, okay? That's what Spirit is saying. If you're passionate about something, this is about knowing what is really bringing you happiness right now, is going to bring you happiness for the next 10 years. So if something is that important to you and someone's taken it away from you, what do you do, right? Now, at the moment, there's this thing going on, well, you've taken away my freedom, I'm going to fight for it, okay? Well, freedom is, for everybody, is different, okay? Freedom, being set free, being able to do what you want, okay? If travel's important and, or you don't want to be told off, if that's freedom to be not following the rules, then that's great. If it's that, there's also freedom of feeling free inside, where you are free to follow your dreams, whatever is going on around you. Okay, so consider freedom. Now, if these restrictions have cost you in the fact you're unable to follow your dream, forget about vaccines and, being told you've got to or told you. But if something has been taken away that matters more, then consider your choices, okay? It's like when you have a fight with somebody, right? A squabble, right? And somebody is just being a bit awful, you're doing some stuff on social media, whatever, and you're having this argument, and it's fine until someone hits the jugular, right? It's fine until it starts affecting your family. When it starts affecting those you love, or the things that you love, or it gets in the way of your business, or, that's different. Or it's like if you were just playing a game and you're having a bit of fun and you're going, okay, that was great, now let's stop, okay, the fun's over. Now it's starting to affect what I'm doing. It's like being, going out partying all the time, getting drunk or whatever, going out with some friends, and they're really, it really helps you feel free from your general day-to-day life, but then it's kind of every night, and then it's starting to affect the other things you love. That's when the restrictions in place. That's when you want to be free, because if you're not free to do what you love, and I know some people say, well, I'm not free to travel and do what I want. Well, you are free to make a choice, okay? There's still a choice to make. if you choose not to wear a mask or have a vaccination or to not isolate or whatever, that's still your choice. Okay. Now I'm not saying this to get into an argument. I'm just trying to pinpoint this. What's coming up now is that some things are happening on a greater scale, and the people that are making the decisions are also pawns in the universe's greater game of play. Okay. And everybody has a mission. And yes, even they have a choice to step in or step out. But that's like saying, do you take on the challenge? Do you take on the role? Are you going to go here? This is your mission. Do you want to take it on? If you don't want to take it on, you don't have to take it on. You may do it in another lifetime. You know, it's like when soulmates get together and people misinterpret the fact because the feeling is so strong, it's like love, and it means, oh my God, we've got to be together. No, it doesn't. It means there's learning there. Even with, if it's easy and you get together and everything's fabulous, then it's just, that's a reuniting. That's like soulmates coming back together after a long time and they found each other, all right? And it was just time and they've learnt the lessons and they're back. If you're still having trouble dealing with somebody, but you feel such a strong connection, the connection is a sign there's something to deal with. That there's something that you haven't finished maybe. If it's not working, then there's something to overcome. So have a look at that point, all right? Now, moving on, because I don't want to get into all of that too much, but do, start reevaluating things. Like I say, put things in reverse. Look at what you've missed out on, or you feel when we were in serious lockdown, what did you miss the most? All right, and what was most important? Because I remember when we first went into lockdown, suddenly everyone was all loving and missing everyone. The moment we come out of it, it all went back to normal, right? And this is the problem here. We forget what's important. So consider that. Right, so moving on. Lots of creativity this week. There could be a phone call that brings in money. If you look at below the surface, okay, there might be an opportunity for some of you that comes in. So dig a bit deeper in a way, and I don't mean dig so hard that you're doing your head in, but ask the questions if they're there. If you feel the need to ask a question, ask a question. I do see goals happening around the home, particularly a balance happening around the home and things falling into place, particularly wishes for some you've been waiting for a long time. I'm actually seeing someone returning home, or some people coming back after a long time, a bit like when they come back after the war. Maybe there's been a long quarrel or argument, disagreement, and people finally reunite. Family collaboration, mediation is going to be a plus this week, but it shouldn't be too much organising beforehand. Go with the flow, listen. Positive work situations around partnerships, relationships. If you meet someone at work, I feel it's going to be very positive. And something could develop unexpectedly, or you could end up in a workplace you didn't think. I think some surprises that come are going to be like throw people like, whoa, completely off key here. And realise, oh my God, that was a really good outcome. I didn't understand that, or be surprised at what they're missing or what they're passionate about. Could be a bit of a tug of war going on where creation is coming in. This could be people wondering whether to have kids or not, to expand the family, or, maybe just deciding what's, being very creative and not knowing what to start on. Try and look at things from an alternative perspective and combine the majority, okay, into one. You are protected. That's a big message for somebody out there. So it's okay to go it alone. All right. It's time. If you have been suffering from as a victim of something, then it's time to step out. I feel like everything is set up, and when you take that step out the door, everything will be okay. Right, rise above. So this is a time to really bring your skills together and look at things in work in progress and practice. Okay, if you were the business owner, I mean, if some of you are that are probably listening, how best can you use your skills to make it work? What are your best skills if you want to start a business yourself. I feel like Spirit's bringing in lots of answers and messages, and it might be time to team up with somebody. Okay. Now, I did talk about independence for some people, but I also feel that some of you may be questioning a partnership. Would this be good, a merger? Well, look at it. Are you going to get more time out? Are you going to get, to focus more on the things that you love? Now, past life happiness is coming through. There's going to be glimpses from past lives that you have had where you've been in denial, where other things are overtaking. This is a time to realise where your focus is. Are you focusing more on someone else's happiness or your own? Or are you blocking out, avoiding certain things that you love? All right. So this is just saying, really repeating what I've been saying before. It's about taking control now and going for victory. There's going to be a lot of reminiscing over the next 6 days. Some of you might, again, reconnect with family. You may start looking over old photos, albums, old dreams and that as karma comes in. There may be some karmic things that happen where, you get in contact with a bully or somebody from the past, or basically you make up with a loved one from a long time ago, family member. The next month ahead is about really looking from a new perspective, and they're saying guaranteeing your income. Now, I don't mean just monetary, I mean the income, what comes in, putting something in place which guarantees receiving. Okay, now this could be to do with manifesting, every morning doing some kind of affirmation every morning, or changing your thoughts. Looking, maybe just it's time to receive, it's time to not give so much. Okay, so that's something to really look at. This is about trusting that there is a flow and that we will be given everything that we need. You're going to be able to see very clearly what your demons are. Okay, from now on, this is time to take new directions if they're presented to you. So if you're finding a block, look in an alternative direction. Okay, this vibration is really, really high right now. Now, there's a lot of fertile activity, a lot of seeds growing, so start paying attention to them, everybody. Be limitless. I feel this people that are further away that are coming in, maybe outside your comfort zone or outside of where you live, that could be people to call on, that maybe they're connecting with you and you're not really paying that much attention. Okay, be aware of that over the next 12 days. I do see things, opportunities opening up for some of you to take trips or travel somewhere. I'm seeing some block down prices coming in. Could be to do with Black Friday as well. Do check if you are looking for a cheap flight, because I think some are going to really, really drop. So, if any of you like a private reading, do come to my website. I hope you've enjoyed the reading, and do tune in next week. Share, like and subscribe if you would. And I will speak to you all very soon. And remember, if you'd like to book onto any of my programs, I'm doing the 6-step shortened version. Okay, this is just a simplistic 6-day quick look at what you can change at the important points. It's going to be $60. It's going to be online via Zoom at around probably 6 p.m. my time in Spain, which for some of you may be early in the morning, but it will be recorded, so you can take a look at it if you are in Australia. I may do 2 dates. Okay, so take good care for now. Lots of love. Bye.